Good afternoon, students. This is Mr. Goodwin again. Sorry about the cutoff on video. I ran out of time on my computer, so uh, thanks to Ms. Lawrence that I have some extra time to present this slide to you guys. Okay, I have some malfunctions. Here we go, students. So the last time I spoke to you, we left off right here. We left off in growth and development. We know that all living things have to. You jot and wrote down what is the difference between the two words, grow and develop. Well, grow is actually is something becoming bigger in measurement and metric systems, and that's the centimeters, inches and feet. And develop is actually more enriching. It's developing. You can't grow your mathematical skills, but you can actually develop those, so they can be more rigorous. Now, students, if you look, this was and let's not be immature on this. And I love the fact that a lot of you guys have shown maturity over these last few weeks and shown that we are gray shirts. This is a specimen of a person 8 to 10, 13 to 14, and 17 through 18, the growth over time. Now, growth and development is bacteria. Bacteria grows. They just increase in size, like I said. People develop. They increase in size, and their bodily functions change over time until they become an adult. So you develop when a person says you're maturing, that means you're developing. You're not growing in that sense, but you're actually developing a new skill. And let me go back, students. Let me make sure. Our number 4 was grow and develop. Our number 3 was contain genetic. And I'm sorry about that, guys. This was supposed to be number 4. Grow and develop was number 4. Number 5 is obtain and use energy. Where do we get energy from? Metabolism, combination of chemical reactions through which an organism builds up and breaks down materials. So you're releasing and you're also taking in energy. And metabolism is just another word for energy. Where are they getting energy from? We have a lion, as we call it, a lioness, which that is a female lion. We have a flower here, and we have decomposers. If you ever seen a marshmallow on your grass, these are decomposers. They break down materials and return nutrients, to the soil. We're still on energy. All cells have metabolism, energy. How do they obtain energy? Plants from the sun's energy. It's called photosynthesis. A lion from eating other organisms. They're herbivores and carnivores. And you'll learn more about herbivores and carnivores in the 6th grade. And you guys become gray shirts. And mushrooms from the remains of dead organisms. They're called decomposers. Number 6. Number 6, living things respond to stimuli, respond to the environment. Are they the stimuli? And this is so we couldn't get that one through. This is This is an example of responding to stimuli. Weather change, temperature change, and the season change. You see the birds are migrating, are about to begin to migrate down south because of the source of food is migrating, and this becomes scarce for the birds that the water is about to freeze over. And if you saw a bunch of birds, probably I think about 2 weeks ago, these birds were beginning to migrate already. Respond to their environment. Stimulus is the same thing as a signal to which an organism responds. A response is what they do because of the signal. External stimulus is sugar levels drop. Then you feel hungry. So whenever you feel hungry, your sugar levels are actually dropping. Means your body's responding to that. And externally, a flower leans towards the window in the classroom. Um, if you ever seen a flower, or your mom's had flowers from your father, or just in general, you've seen flowers around the schoolhouse. You ever wonder why the flowers start to lean towards the windows in the classroom or the windows in the uh, front section of the schoolhouse? It's because of externally the flower is just it's just something responding to it. So this is a nice practice of stimulus and response. Your knee's kicking you in your shin, which means your knee, and you scream. I slammed the door and the class jumped. That's a response to stimulus. I turned the light on and the mouse ran under the table. I placed my hand on the hot stove and I yanked it back and yelped. Your number 7, pencils up, hard at work. Make sure you can pause this video and go. I'm going to keep on going through these PowerPoints pretty swiftly. Maintain a stable internal balance, homeostasis. We talked about earlier class, maintain a stable internal. Externally, conditions may vary widely. Okay, the main thing you need to know is your body has to maintain a temperature of 98.6 in order for it to make sure it's healthy. Whenever you have a fever, you know what your body is doing? Your body temperature is rising at a extreme rate that we should never allow it to. I remember when I was almost 10 years old, I had a fever and it was a flu-like symptom. And almost my body temperature got almost to 106. And when you're there, you immediately have to go to the doctor to make sure that you guys are going to be okay. And when it's too cold in the building, you know your body is reacting. That's a response to stimuli. And then your body must maintain that stable internal balance so it reacts. Evolve over time. That's our number 8. Our number 8 is evolve over time. You see over here, horses, the skeletons of an old horse, a species of a horse, is actually to your right. And this is how horses look today. And they've definitely evolved over time. 100,000 million years of millions of years, changes can be dramatic within a species. We have a prehistoric horse was the size of a Barbie doll horse. That's a big change. And these are just examples of how ancient life used to be. You ever know the cavemen were correct? Those were cavemen. And then we evolved to what we have now. We have cell phones. We can walk around and check emails and check what's on Instagram for you guys that love Instagram. And we can get up-to-date changes at all times on our phone. Now, caveman didn't have anything but some rocks, food, the water around them, and their surroundings. They had to make out with what they have. And this is the end of our presentation of the character of all living things. And I'm going to flash back up to 1 through 8. Make sure, students, that you have written this down. You've written down some examples of each characteristic of living things, so you know which one actually makes sense. Remember, it's made up of cells. It reproduces. It contains genetic material, which means DNA. It grows and develops. Number 5, attain and use energy. Number 6, respond to their environment. Number 7, they maintain a stable internal environment. It's called the same thing as homeostasis. And number 8, we change over time. Means another word for that is evolve.